Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Baseball coming up on this Memorial Day. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Cleveland Guardians. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. Today's starting pitcher, Joey Cantillo.
Well, he's putting together a really nice season on the mound. ERA in the low threes. Very respectable when you consider guys are looking to do damage. They're not trying to just walk and hit singles. They're trying to hit homers and draw walks and score runs. So when you have a guy that can limit the other team from scoring more than a few runs, that's really tough to beat game in and game out.
Freddie Freeman, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Swing and a miss, and the count even 1-1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Stays alive. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Naylor down to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout. Ha-Seong Kim, the next to hit.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk. This is a rookie we've been paying close attention to this season. One of the top prospects in the game, and he looks like he belongs at this level. He's enjoying a good season at the plate.
That misses the zone. Now 2-0. That's ball four. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
So now we see Ohtani at the plate. He homered earlier in this one, and it's not his first at Comerica Park.
Yeah, that's right. Shohei hit a milestone here in 2024. This is the site of his 200th career home run.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Mookie Betts up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Two on, one out. Swings through that one for strike one.
One ball, one strike.
And Mookie takes.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming. Way to lay off that pitch down.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
And that'll load the bases.
So here we go again with the walks. It's been a real struggle finding the zone for him in the past. Now, even if they get out of this jam, these walks add pressure.
That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. Flying around third is Betts. The relay throw. He's safe. And they clear the base misses. 3-0.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajes.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Had the day off yesterday. Line drive, base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
Rocchio. And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. Back here in Cleveland. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, singing he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes the mound. He's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope he can maintain it, because if he can, he'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Stephen Kwan. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they clean things up for the out. Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. Out to center. Kim sizing this one up. Corrals it. 2 away. 2 outs. Base is empty. And up next for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. Liner to second and picked on the hop. Throw on to Freeman. They don't come any quicker. 3 pitches for 3 outs. Inning over. And we're back. Top of the second. Here's the third baseman, Enrique Hernandez. Cantillo back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So the batting order turns over. So now it's Freddie Freeman. 0 for 1 so far. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Going back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Thought that was a no-doubter. I think the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
So up next, Hae-Sung Kim walked his first time. That's in for a strike.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Liner, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
The designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Just missed.
1-0.
Hernandez, the lead runner at second. Kim over at first with 1 away. On the ground to second, might be 2. Off balance feet, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Here's Mookie now. He walked and came around to score his first time up. Outside with a breaking ball.
1 ball, no strike.
Fought off foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Got him swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup. Here in Cleveland, bottom of the inning, and now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. And that one fouled off. On the outside corner, got him looking. And now the DH, Kyle Mansardo. Swings and misses. And that's strike one. One down, base is empty. And that's fouled off. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball left side, he'll see another.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
And there's a ball. Missed inside with the curve.
Careful.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, base is empty. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Two outs, base is empty. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Back now at Progressive Field. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here.
Knee high, that's in for a strike.
Ball.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And up to the plate is Will Smith, a former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. Fastball for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
1 out, base is empty. Smith started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he went, says Dave Lawrence. Smith checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. Did not go. Next offering upstairs. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pajes. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. That misses, and that is ball 1.
This hitter loves attacking the first pitch, so not giving him something to hit is a good move.
And now 2-0. Foul ball. And that one is lifted in the air. Brennan. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. Here's Lane Thomas now. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
You know, these Guardians definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Here's the second baseman, Gabriel Arias. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout. 2 down, base is empty, and the batter will be the shortstop, Brian Rocchio. That pitch in for a strike, 0-1. Two outs.
No, that's a ball.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Hernandez makes the grab, and that is the third out of the inning. Back here in Cleveland, on to the fourth, and here comes Tommy Edman. All right, Siggy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that Ken Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter. That's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off. Little did we know that it would convert into a 22-game winning streak, and it took the baseball world by storm.
I love when you talk nerd to me. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Kike Hernandez. A single his first time. Hernandez, 33 years old, and he was born in Puerto Rico.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Bases empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Draws the walk there.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was
a new arm into the game. The righty, Ben Lively.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Freddie Freeman now. 0 for 2 in this one. That one is upstairs. Pitch misses, and that's ball 2.
Oh, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Arias pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Hesung Kim now at the plate. A walk, and he's also singled. And first offering is fouled off. Hernandez off of first with 2 away. To the right side, and a foul ball. Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And we're back. Bottom of the 4th. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Close one. Doesn't get the call. Ball 1. That one missed. And it's even up.
2-2.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. So in now for Cleveland, Will Brennan. He's 0 for 1. And that's a little bit high. Ball 1.
1-0.
That's a little bit low. The Guardians hitless so far in the game. Fastball for a strike. Fouls one off. 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. The pitch. And it remains 2-2.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Pitch is in the dirt. 3-2 now.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 3-2. This to third. Hernandez. So it was a long battle at the plate, but they still managed to get the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Stepping up for the Guardians, Jose Ramirez. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball, no strike.
And a swing and a miss there.
1-1.
This one in the air. Smith gets under it and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Here in Cleveland, ready now for the 5th inning. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
Shohei Ohtani.
Lively, back to work. Clips the corner, strike 1.
You know, these Dodgers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission
1
accomplished.
ball, 2 strike.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that skips in the dirt. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Arias makes the catch, and there's one away. Here's Betts. A strikeout and a walk. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Naylor sizes this one up, has room, and he makes the catch. 2 down, base is empty. And now Teoscar Hernandez. 1 home run shy of 200 for his career. Just missed. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. He swings and fouls one off. The 1-1 is fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Two and two.
That one just misses.
Count's full.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Thomas brings it in, and that'll do it. Back now at Progressive Field, and here's the first baseman, Carlos Santana. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
You know, these Guardians, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point. And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Up the middle, bats up with it. Throws to first in time, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians. Struck out swinging his first time. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Next one misses, and a count 2-1. that's in the dirt. The Dodgers leading by 4. Last half of inning number 5. Gets a piece and stays alive.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Hit in the air left field. Hernandez right there to make the grab. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Bo Naylor at the plate now. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Swing and a pop-up. Freeman settles under it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the top of the 6th. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Will Smith. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back. And that one hops the wall. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Andy Pajes digs in now. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Smith leads off second with nobody out. Out to short, Rocchio. Over to first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
And first offering is fouled off. One out and a runner at second, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And a foul ball. Fights it off. He'll see another. Outside low. Now 1 and 2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Ground ball left side. Fires over to first. And they get Edman for the out. And Kike Hernandez at the plate.
3rd baseman, Kike Hernandez.
Started to go after it. Now a look down to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Makes the grab, and that is that. Bottom of the 6th inning. So in now for Cleveland, Lane Thomas. And ball 1.
Strike. 1 and 1.
And a swing and a miss.
And it really looks like these hitters have
1 and
been
2.
in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
That one misses. 2 and 2. And that's outside.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
In the air, out towards left center. He's got it, and there's one down.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Arias now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
That one almost got him. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. 2 down, bases empty. Here's Brian Rocchio. Flying to left his first time. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Tap dances out of the way of that one. Swings and misses, struck him out. We go to the top of the 7th, and now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. And that one upstairs, ball 1. That's in there, and it's 1-1.
That's a ball.
And he gets that fastball by him upstairs. Next pitch just misses. And now 3-2. That one down the line, and foul ball. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Ripped on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 away. And next for L.A., Ha-Seong Kim. He's been a great free agent sign. And first offering is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. On the ground to the left, Ramirez. And 2 away to start the 7th. Next is the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. 1 for 3. Foul ball there. 2 down, nobody on. And that's in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count. I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these pitchers really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Got him. And good work there as he gets him 1, 2, 3. Back here in Cleveland, bottom of the 7th. Now here is Stephen Kwan.
Left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight
Now
strikeouts.
batting. Left
Will
fielder,
Brennan digs in for the Guardians.
Brennan.
First pitch just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
And downstairs. Next offering way off the plate.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
That clips the corner. The Guardians down by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. On the ground, and that's just foul. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's Jose Ramirez. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 outs. Hit on a line, and that's a base hit. And that ends the perfect game bid. Anthony Banda on to pitch out of the pen here.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
2 outs, runner at first. And here is Carlos Santana. A switch hitter batting right. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Banda, 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Outside, and the count is 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's towards center. Edman in position. And that's the 3rd out.
Now pitching
Welcome
for the
back, and a
Guardians.
new arm on the mound to start the 8th.
Number
Paul
34.
Sewald. He's pitching on 2 days rest.
Sewald.
Here's Mookie now.
For the Dodgers, shortstop Mookie Betts.
On the ground to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, left fielder Teoscar Hernandez.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. That one fouled off. Nobody out, runner at first. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. The batter now will be Will Smith.
Will Smith.
And that misses. 1-0. Betts stands at first with 1 out.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Inside, and now it's 3-2.
Okay.
Ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting.
2
right
on,
fielder,
1 out.
Andy
And now, Andy Pajes. Tap foul at the plate. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. On the ground, could be 2. Boots it. And everyone's safe. They're loaded. Tommy Edman at the
Now
plate.
batting,
0 for
the
3 in
center
this
fielder,
one.
Tommy Edman.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
Nope. Ball 2.
Pressure's on right here.
2
2-0
balls,
count,
no strike.
bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Swing and a miss. There's that
2 and
changeup.
1.
Next offering is fouled back.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Santana over to second. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play. Nicely done, and that'll do it. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Kirby Yates.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Kyle Mansardo digs in for the Guardians.
Designated hitter, Kyle Manzardo.
First pitch swinging, and it's a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Now here is Bo Naylor. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Runner at first with no outs here. Good eye in that spot. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That's a ball. Count full.
This one in the air, right field. Pajes makes the catch for the out. Here's Lane Thomas.
Now batting, center fielder, Lane Thomas.
In for a strike, and it's 0-1. Yates, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works in a slider. Man at first, one away. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. First pitch misses. ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
Now pitching
We're
for the
back. It's the
Guardians.
top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the
Number
mound,
37.
Trevor Steffen.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Here's Kike
Leading off for the
Hernandez.
Dodgers, third baseman Kike Hernandez.
And first offering is fouled off. Just missed. That one 95 to finish him off. Here is Freddie Freeman. That's in there.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
Follow.
Got him looking. Coming out of the bullpen throwing BBs. Down to number 2 hitter, Hae-Sung Kim.
Second baseman Hae-Sung Kim.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Checks over to first, back safely. Now at the plate, Shohei Ohtani. Up and in, and that is ball one. Two outs. Ground ball right side. Can't glove it cleanly to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Back-to-back singles. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Here's Mookie to hit.
No,
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Line drive, base hit right field. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. And the lead is up to 5.
Left fielder Teoscar Hernandez.
First and second, 2 outs. Hernandez will hit next. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
2 on, 2 outs. And another ball.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
That one fouled off, 2 and 2. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Here's Ohtani flying around third. Safe. And it's now a 6-run lead.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Everyone's trying to elevate.
So they turn things over to the righty, Hunter Gaddis.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
Will Smith to the plate. First round pick out of Louisville in 2016. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball one. That's downstairs and outside. Betts at second. Hernandez at first. 2 out of the inning. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Flying around third is Betts. He'll score, and it's an RBI single. It's 7-0.
Well done. Drives in the run. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Paz stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Traffic on the bases with 3 already across here at the top of the 9th. Next offering is in for a strike.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike. And that one upstairs. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And they're all loaded up.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
That clips a corner.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. Got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Thomas on the move. And that'll do it. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Evan Phillips.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
So digging in, Brian Rocchio.
The shortstop, Brian Rocchio.
And there's the strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And that one almost got him. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Good eye right there. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Foul ball. Another 2-2 upcoming. Stays alive. That's to third. There's Hernandez handling the chance. Whips it to first. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long at bat. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That misses. Ball 1.
1-0.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
The 0-2. Just missed.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Sets him down on strikes. And the Guardians with 1 out left. Here's Jose Ramirez. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. That just misses, and the count is 2-0.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry. This one in the air. Freeman. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers take game 1 of the series on the road.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.